Together we stand, brothers.
Yes, man, real powerful voices performing a while ago, and of course, continue to donate. Now, if you're at home, make sure you just pick up the phone, donate. You can go on the website, donate, give that money. We need it. Now, people, trust me. Nothing is wrong, by the way, if you donate twice or three times, we'll take it. And my guest here will certainly agree with me. Dr. The Honorable Nigel Clarke, Minister of Finance and Public Service, is with me today. Welcome, Minister.
Thank you for having me. Can I say Johnny?
You can say Johnny.
Johnny.
Yes, no matter. Most Jamaicans know me as Johnny, so go
Indeed,
right ahead.
indeed.
So what are your thoughts, Minister, on this telethon today?
And I think this is a phenomenal idea, and congrats to Minister Grange and all of those who have been behind it, and all the artists who have come out to support. This is a time that Jamaicans, have to come together, and as I said before in one of my presentations, that with God's help, when we come together, there's nothing that we cannot accomplish and nothing that we cannot overcome. And you couldn't have a better demonstration of the country coming together, rallying around and supporting each other through an initiative such as this.
Awesome. So the creative industries, of which I am a part, 100% have been hit by this, of course, virus. What can practitioners like myself look forward to from the government in terms of assistance?
So wait, you really coming on here to...
No, they gave me a news question for you.
No, on a serious note,
Yes.
though, the government has a care program, and we have come out, we've had hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans respond, from compassionate grants, for the Set Cash grant. And we have recognized that entertainers as well have been hard hit by this. I mean, you can't perform, there are no live performances, no dances or so on. So we're working with Minister Grange and the Ministry of Culture, Gender and Entertainment to come up with something for persons who are vulnerable in entertainment. Rich people entertainment like you, Johnny.
Who are vulnerable, you look at me like, you don't need it, Johnny.
In your fine jacket and everything like that. It's not for you, but for others in your field who may need it. We're going to come and respond. Listen out.
I'll talk to you off here about that. What would you like to say, though, to wider Jamaica, Jamaicans at home and abroad who are watching this telethon right now and they want to donate? What would you say to them?
Now, I would say to them, this is a time to actually, if you have the wherewithal to step up and donate, please do it. There are a lot of people who are in need, who have, this has been such an event that had no warning, or little warning, and people are in need, and Jamaicans who are able to support, of which there are many. There are hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans who might have a little nest egg put aside or still have income coming in to step up and help those who may be in need from a health point of view, in terms of health supplies, and from our healthcare workers on the front line for protective gear that we have to purchase, but also for those who are in need of food and just things to get by on a day-to-day basis. And by coming together and supporting each other, we are living our destiny, we're living our motto, we're living our creed. Mm-hmm. It is who we are. All of the great prophets, shall I say, who came before us, from Marcus Garvey to Bob Marley, and have spoken about the kind of unity,
yes,
right,
that's needed at this time.
Yes, unity that precedes your destiny. Mm-hmm. Right, to achieve your destiny, mm-hmm. you got to unite and come together. And we couldn't want a better opportunity to show that creed mm-hmm. is one that is ours, and is one that we not only share as a outward thing, but it's it would be an outward manifestation of what we believe internally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know that we're going to have an overwhelming response, and so happy to see the lineup of artists who are coming to give of their time and their talent. It's a in the midst of a storm, in the midst of a sort of unspeakable tragedy almost. We see a ray of light. We see on the horizon the love and the kindness and the generosity of so many.
Well, thank you very much for the initiative. Jamaican entertainers stand ready all the time to support Jamaica and anything that's affecting us. So
that's very good
ready.
To know. Good
Absolutely.
to know, John. And happy birthday, by the way. Heard it's your birthday today.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you, Johnny.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Well, together we stand. Thank you, Minister. Certainly, of course, so many questions we could ask you, but you know what? we're going to make you take a break and give you a chance to donate as well. So viewers, please call your friends, tell them to, donate. Go to the website. It's www.ja, it's Jamaica, JA Together We Stand. So let me give you again, www.jatogetherwestand.com. You can call our toll-free number. It's 1-866-228-8393. That's from the US. You can also do it from Canada. And that's 44808-189-6147. And you can also, of course, donate from the UK.
More than conquerors, that's who we are. We are more than conquerors.
Yes, this is Telethon Jamaica. We are so encouraged by all of the artists and musicians that have come in to share their talent, sent in videos, and just give a word of encouragement. What a beautiful day we're having so far. Now, Rohan Marley just called in to pledge his support along with the Alacran Foundation. Rohan is pledging $5,000 US, and he wants to let you all know that he's in full support of Telethon Jamaica. And he's encouraging everyone out there to show their support by, of course, donating. So big up Rohan for calling in and, of course, for putting your money where your mouth is. Thankful right now. We are so blessed to be in a country like Jamaica despite what we are facing. I might be a little bit biased, but I will say that Jamaica is one of the best places to be during a time like this. I found myself to feel very safe and lucky to be in a nation like Jamaica at the end of, in the middle of this pandemic, and we know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Right now I'm joined by the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, and as my Twitter family would say, we want to welcome Most Honorable Brogard to the set, and of course, to this specific moment. What a special time.
Well, it's a special time, but it's a trying time. First, let me give my congratulations to the organizers of this event. I think it has gone very well so far. My survey of social media and the calls that I have gotten have commended the production, and it appears that people are giving. So I want to again add my own commendation to those who have contributed. And it is a great display of Jamaican unity. And this is what we do when we are faced with times of hardship. We come together as one people.
Actually, you just answered my first question, which is what your thoughts were on an event and a movement like this. And you hit the nail on the head. Given that Jamaica is a place of culture and music, we're using our talents and our creativity to raise funds. And as you can see that we're seeing the donations coming in, and it must be encouraging. And now the diaspora, I was just checking my tags. I'm seeing people from all over watching. So do you have any messages or anything to say to the diaspora specifically?
This is home. It's very difficult for many in the diaspora, whether it is in the UK, in the United States, or in Canada, or all over the world. Actually, we have diaspora spread right across the world, and I know they're having it really difficult. Many of them are in isolation, in quarantine, and many have been stricken by the disease. Many have died, and many families are suffering. Many have lost their jobs. Many are probably looking at Jamaica and say things don't appear to be so bad here. We also have Jamaicans who are stuck abroad. They may not be a part of the diaspora. They may have left the island a few weeks before or days before even we closed the border to incoming traffic, and they are finding it extremely difficult. So they're getting a taste of Jamaica watching this now. I would say to you, keep faith, keep heart. The government is working overtime to ensure that we can bring you back home. It's a very difficult thing because the transmission of the virus here in Jamaica has largely been traced to persons coming in. So we are not yet at the stage where we have community spread. So we are trying to minimize the spread, and we're trying to contain. So if we bring people back in, we could do so and put everyone else at peril. So we're being very careful, very strategic. I know it's very difficult, but I ask you to be patient. We will put in place end-to-end protocols that would ensure that when you come back into Jamaica, that there is no community spread. And I believe that most will understand, because for those who live, for example, in New York, and the people of the United States and New York and all over the world who are suffering from this, they would see how disastrous this is as a disease, and the impact it can have on even the most well-resourced health service. So we are very careful here, and we ask our Jamaicans who want to come back home, who are stuck, to be patient. We will see how best we can assist, and we are working very hard to put in place the end-to-end protocols to ensure that when you do come back home, there isn't community spread.
Thank you for providing clarity and, of course, encouragement to our Jamaicans abroad watching and hopefully waiting to come home. I hope they can come home soon as well.
I want to bring them back home, but we have to have the protocols in place. And I well understand the suffering and the longing to be home.
I agree. My heart is with them, and we'll be continuing to pray for them. So tonight or today, the goal that has been set is $10 million to be raised, of course, to donate to bring in PPE, more PPE, as well as any medical equipment that we need. Do you think the target is attainable?
I think the target should be more. I think we could raise more. But
Here we go.
well, listen, I'm ambitious. The target is an ambitious target. Let's make no bones about that. $10 million in a difficult time like this is an ambitious target. But listen, whatever we raise, we are grateful for. And whatever you give, we are grateful for. Give it within your means. Give as much as you can give. Helping our doctors and nurses and our healthcare providers, our public health officers who are on the front line treating or doing the contact tracings, they need to have proper gears. They need to be properly outfitted so that they can have the confidence to execute their duties properly. So give as much as you can. I'm certain this won't go just for gears, but to assist generally in the fight against this epidemic.
Definitely. And if you're really unable to donate, one of the things you can do is stay at home. Right?
Well, I think people prefer to hear Tana Yaya.
Tana Yayad. And that is now the new norm. Social distancing. Some people are self-quarantining even as we speak. This is now the new norm. I mean, how do you rate Jamaica's acceptance of this new norm?
So I've been around observing. It's one thing to set the policies at the high level. It's another thing to go down on the ground to see how people are behaving. My conclusion is Jamaicans are informed. They know, they have watched the news, they hear persons like yourself, radio personalities, TV personalities, they hear it now in the music, so they're aware. Whether or not that awareness has translated into a behavior change, not yet. We have a saying in Jamaica, if you can't hear, you will feel. And from my perspective, I'd say half of the population has already adjusted. There's another half who probably feels that they are too remote, they live in rural areas, it's not going to come to their doorstep so they can continue life as normal. Yes. Many of them, I gather, today's Easter Sunday, still, went to church, some people went to the market, some people went shopping, some people still gathering in their town squares. I still get the reports. Some people are not taking it as seriously as they should. And I really hope that saying of ours does not come true. I hope that people don't have to feel it for us to change our behavior.
Thank you very much. And let's take his words keenly and strongly, Jamaica. Now, Prime Minister, you speak to the country a lot. You've been so faithful in updating everyone as best as you can, and it's greatly appreciated, I must say. But today is Easter Sunday. What would you like to say to Jamaicans at home and abroad on Easter Sunday?
Well, Easter is the time when we reflect on the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is a difficult time, but it is also a time of hope. That even in the depths of despair, that there is hope for a renewal, for a rebirth, for a resurrection. So the country, the world, going through a difficult time, but we will get over this, and there will be a rebirth, a regeneration, a resurrection almost, and we'll be better off. I see many persons commenting the quietness, the time to reflect a little time for relaxation, spend a little bit more time with family, getting to know our neighbors a little better, even if it is at a distance. But it is also introducing concepts which are necessary in our society. For example, respecting personal space. That's not something that we do very well in Jamaica.
Not in the lines at the bank. Hey.
No, but it is introducing these things in our social psyche, and hopefully these will become new normal. We are adjusting. There make no doubt about that. Jamaicans are adjusting, not fast enough, and that is why we're trying to minimize and contain the outbreak, so that when it does happen, because you will have an increase, that most Jamaicans will be in a position that they can use the hygiene practices, the social distance practices, and the wearing of facial barriers. And those practices will help to protect you and slow down the disease, and at the same time reduce the burden on the health system. So that is a strategy. We're going to try and contain it for as long as possible until we can be certain that all Jamaicans are seized of the importance. There is no vaccine. There is no settled upon course of treatment. The only treatment, the only vaccine is our behavior.
Wow, very well said. The only vaccine is our behavior. Thank you, Prime Minister, for taking the time out to be here with us and show your support for the healthcare workers. We're going to make a switch now, but of course we have more music, more vibes, and of course more donations coming in on behalf of Johnny and myself.
So I'm going to be performing, I'm told. I'm supposed to be singing a song.
Yeah, man, we'll have your
and
track.
I'll make a donation as well.
We're looking forward to it.
All right, so you're ready for me to sing?
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
I was ready. I'm ready. I could do your backup singing.
No, I can do other things, but I can't sing.
Oh, man. Well, soon. Well, on behalf of Johnny and myself, keep safe and keep donating. This is the Jamaica Telethon.
Zaga, this is Beanie.
Yeah, man, this is Gramps Morgan of Morgan Heritage.
Hey, it's Shensia.
Yo, check this out. This is Ding Dong Ravers.
And I'm appealing to everyone to donate from your heart.
Your donation will be used to purchase protective equipment for frontline healthcare workers.
Risking their lives. For me and you, for us.
It's very simple. Please do so now. All you have to do is click the link on your screen or call the number below.
Please, I'm begging you. Donate.
Jamaica, together we stand. This is to raise needed funds for healthcare workers' personal protective equipment. This is very much needed because these are people who are on the front line day and night, like during this time, especially risking their lives for us, like on our behalf. So it would be really good to donate and try to put something towards, helping them to protect themselves from diseases they expose themselves to, based on helping us. So check out YouTube and every other media platform or other media platforms from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. As I said before, your donations will be really appreciated. So please do what you can. Check it out.
Go on with it. Go on with it. Yo, is it?
Are you kidding?
To God. Listen, of course, we've been talking about donating. You must donate. It's JATogetherWeStand.com. And we've been talking about it so much so.
Yes.
That we have a special announcement because there are some peeps. How my peeps? My peeps. Our peeps?
Yes.
Are here because we encourage them to donate. So
Yes.
let me just welcome them
Yes.
on stage right now. Because this is a special, not a special with the R, surprise.
That's right.
So let me hear the Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Yes, this is new. For the
no weak friends if you're 60. No weak friends, and if you don't protect yourself, well, that no makes sense.
That's it. No, depending on what position I play left back.
You know I have the strike.
I left back. All right. We have Prime Minister Andrew Holness here. Of course, we have Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark here. I'm excited. I'm eager to hear. Left foot first. Left foot, boom, and then right foot, and then. All right.
So much to heal up.
Yes.
It's all right.
That's so much healing. I don't know. So
All
where we
right.
at now?
So we've been asking for donations. I kind of get the sense that you are responding to it in a very special way.
Yeah, I like to lead by example.
Yes.
So if we're going to ask people to give, we have a duty as well.
Yes. Yes.
We don't have a lot to give. And I made
Yes.
sure to carry the Minister of Finance
Minister
with me
of
so
Finance,
that, so that whatever we give is within our means.
It's endorsed, yeah.
So I'm committing $3,000 to the cause.
Yeah, that fancy guy.
And Minister of Finance.
No, from my
That-
foundation, the Growth and Opportunity Trust, the Jamaican equivalent of 2,000 US.
That is $5,000.
Yeah, between us.
Fancy cat. We can match that with an applause.
That's right. Yes. Because I was trying to tell you that I saw you going around and giving out them groceries.
Yes.
You said I really, really appreciate it if you would
Yeah.
stop by an old lab and drop off mine.
Give me the address.
Yeah, give me the address live.
Off the air.
Thank you. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, of course, Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark.
But I couldn't be here. without
2,000
saying-
US.
Yeah. That's
3,000 US.
Your foundation again?
That's right.
That's
Yes.
$5,000
Growth and
US
Opportunity
dollars.
Trust.
Yes.
Yeah, and mine is the Positive Jamaica Foundation.
The Positive Jamaica Foundation.
Yeah, I want to highlight all the positives in Jamaica. And while we're talking about positives, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to big up all the people who respect the curfew
Yes.
and stay at home.
Yes.
I want to big up all the people
Yes.
who respect the orders under the Disaster Risk Management Act, right?
Yes.
That if you're sick,
Yes.
well, you must do if you're sick.
We must have a sick?
Yes.
They make
If
a
you
phone.
have, if you have flu-like symptoms,
Yes, flu-like symptoms.
if you have
High
a persistent cough, high
Yeah,
temperature,
shortness of breath.
stay home.
No, sorry. Tanaya yard.
And your yard.
And then make contact
Yes.
with the health services.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? If
And
you're
they
in
respond.
public space and it is crowded,
Yes.
you know, a wise thing to do
Yes.
is to put on a facial barrier, a mask.
Yes.
You agree with that?
Yeah, man. Never cover, protect yourself.
In a long time,
and
you won't
protect-
wear a mask. When a little boy, you won't wear a mask.
And maintain, you see that? No social distancing. You
No,
have
this
to
is social
maintain
distance.
Social distance.
You know, long I don't say fancy cat. We are maintaining
Anyway,
social
I
distance.
leave you to conduct
Yes.
the business of the show.
Thank you very much.
All right? And
3,000
again, thanks
US.
to all who have contributed.
Much
Yes,
love,
yes. Much love and
So,
thanks.
so there we have it, the Prime Minister.
They are leading by example. So, fancy cat, they are leading by. Thank you very much. The indomitable duo of the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance making their donations here, 3,000 US and 2,000 US, a total of $5,000 US. And we are very proud and very happy. All right, on that note,
Yes.
talking
Blessings.
about blessing up the place. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes.
We're just the one this time.
One.
We're good.
One.
Next time I kick off and another kick and a kick.
Hey,
You know?
before I bring on the next artist,
Yes.
fancy cat, seeing that the Prime Minister was just here. If the former senior superintendent of police was here giving out the instructions.
Can you imagine Mr. Adams is there right now in them time, yeah?
Yes.
When them here for stay them yard? Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Adams. How you doing, sir?
I want to say to those who are going in after the 3 p.m. curfew,
Yes.
they are safe. Those who are going at 2:55,
Yes.
they are safe.
They are safe.
And those who are going in at 2:30,
Yes.
they are safe.
Yes.
The others who are going in after 3, I cannot guarantee your safety. Talking about blessing up the place, the Prime Minister and the
Yes.
Minister of Finance bless up the place with 5,000 US.